Excellencies, distinguished delegates, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to address you today. We welcome the statements made by the distinguished delegates on crimes that affect the environment and the draft resolutions on crimes that affect the environment submitted to this Conference of Parties. The Wildlife Justice Commission aims to disrupt and help dismantle transnational criminal networks that profit from wildlife crime, a significant form of a crime that affects the environment. Crimes that affect the environment are often transnational in nature and involve the participation of organized crime groups. These crimes, which are no longer emerging crimes, are facilitated by corruption across global supply chains and frequently converge with other crimes such as drug trafficking and money laundering. Due to their serious nature, a criminal justice approach is essential in effectively addressing them. We welcome the draft resolutions tabled, which urge state parties to make such crimes serious crimes under the UNTOC definition. Doing so is critical as it enables the use of tools and resources available under the UNTOC to tackle these crimes effectively. Additionally, state parties should, in appropriate cases, establish or revise national laws to implement UNTOC provisions for crimes that affect the environment that are transnational and constitute organized crime. We strongly recommend that law enforcement agencies be mandated under domestic legislation to use special investigative techniques in such cases. These methods have proven to be highly effective in mapping out criminal networks and pinpointing key high-level individuals involved in these crimes. Parallel financial investigations are also essential to target high-level offenders and disrupt the financial flows associated to these crimes. It is crucial to implement measures to combat money laundering, including making crimes that affect the environment a predicate offense for money laundering and seizing the proceeds of crimes to deter criminal activity. In our work, we see that corruption facilitates crimes that affect the environment throughout global supply chains. Addressing crimes that affect the environment effectively thus requires tackling corruption and crime elements simultaneously in law enforcement actions. A more coordinated implementation of the UNTOC and UNCAC is therefore needed. The momentum built in recent years around addressing such crimes must not be lost. It is imperative that we enhance our efforts to combat such crimes, including addressing any gaps within the international legal framework before an entire species and ecosystems are wiped out. In this regard, we very much support the proposal in the draft resolution by Brazil, France, and Peru to convene an open-ended intergovernmental expert meeting group on crimes that affect the environment, also including civil society, to consider responses to those gaps, including the possibility for an additional protocol. Unlike other illicit commodities, our environment is infinite. Once a species is extinct or an ecosystem destroyed, there is no reversal. Waiting is no longer an option. We truly hope that the draft resolutions concerning crimes that affect the environment will be adopted by member states at this Conference of Parties, and that member states remain ambitious with the provisions incorporated in the final text. Thank you very much.